Look at this sunrise. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, it's like a new day. It is, in fact, a new day. So here we are. Today is October 27th, 28th, something like that. It's the last week of October. It's been a while. It's been a few minutes. It's been a few months. I managed to get a video out after 4 months, I think. Just this morning I posted it. I've been thinking about whether or not I was going to continue with 4 Acres for quite a long time. Pretty much since I stopped posting videos. A lot has happened in those 4 months. I'll tell you all about it. It's only in the last week, 2 weeks, I guess, where I thought, okay, I'm gonna do this. I tried to make 2 videos. I started and then never finished them. And then I managed to actually record a whole video, edit the whole thing, and post it. It is time for us to get back on the horse. So where have we been? What have we been doing? It's gonna take me a day or two to explain it all. I gotta get the kids to school right now. I gotta get to work. There's a bunch going on. See you in a second.
The next day.
We have some things to do today, including going to the dump. Most everything is harder when it's cold. I will say moving trash bags is nicer when it's cold. They don't smell nearly as bad. Something's been eating my trash. Lovely. I found what was eating the trash. There's a rat in there. Son of a gun. Are you still in there? Oh, I think I need to buy rat traps. There's still 1 bag left. It's one way to get the heart rate going. In the bag? He is. He's going in the truck. Is there a second rat in the other bin? That's the next question. Guessing not, but I don't know. So where do we start? The last video I posted was not too long before our wedding. No rat in that one. Well, we prepped for the wedding and we got married. I started to record a vlog. I never finished it. It is now Friday afternoon. We're about to do our rehearsal in about 45 minutes from now. This is where we're gonna have the ceremony. There's a little archway and some bales of hay there. And around here we have our big archway and the macrame. Oh, it looks so good. That's west, and so we're gonna get an amazing sunset tomorrow. Weather is looking really good. Hopefully it stays that way. Okay. I'm sure there's a million other things I need to do. I have to finish writing my vows. 20 to 6. The wedding is now in less than 24 hours. I'll see you tomorrow. The wedding was awesome. Flights got canceled and my family down south couldn't make it, which was a super bummer, but there's nothing to be done about things like that. Flights were just being canceled left and right at that point. You know, I think that every marriage is a partnership. We all find the things that we do well. My job is to go to the dump. Heather's job is to take the things that need to go to the dump and put them on the deck. Truck says it's currently 27 degrees. What's it like in Vermont in autumn, right around Halloween time? Often cold. So we had a wedding. It was amazing. I don't have many pictures yet. Our photographer, I guess, has been ill, has not given us our photos, which is a bit of a bummer because we really want to see them. But anyways, we don't have photos yet, so I can't show you much of anything. I have like 3 photos I can show you, that's it. Woke up the next morning, we did a brunch with some family, and then Heather and I hopped in the truck with a bag and we drove south. We've been wanting to get to Tennessee since before COVID started. We were hoping to drive into Virginia that night. We ended up driving into Pennsylvania. And in Pennsylvania, it was pouring rain. We tried to find a hotel. The first place wanted to charge us like $250 for a regular room for the night. This is at like 7 o'clock at night as it's pouring rain. And I was like, no way. So we go to the next hotel that we find on maps. And I walk in and we said, your website says that there's rooms available in the $180 range. And the woman there said, Yeah, that website is never right. We are booked solid unless you wanted the honeymoon suite. And I said, well, funny you should say that because we're on our honeymoon. It's our first day of travel and we're just trying to find a place to stay, but we can't afford a giant honeymoon suite. And the nice old woman there sort of tapped on the computer for a while and she said, you can afford 180? And we said, yeah. And she said, I'll give it to you for 180. So we got a honeymoon suite with a jacuzzi, 2-person bathtub in the living room for $180. It was awesome. Still super cold, 28 now. So we drove from Pennsylvania into Virginia, hit the Blue Ridge Parkway. It was sort of a tunnel of leaves at first, but then we had some views. It was raining, but still lovely. Made it through the Blue Ridge Parkway, back onto 81 South, and ended up at this really awesome Airbnb in the Smoky Mountains. This little cabin at the top of a hill, not the top, partway up a hill at the edge of a farm. We had a lovely time there. It was really nice. It was a perfect spot for night 2 of our honeymoon. Did a hike, watched the sunset. Then the next day, we hopped in the truck and drove over to Nashville, Tennessee. Got all my groceries and a new trash can with a lid. Hopefully it'll keep the rat out. Nashville, Tennessee. It was like a city. It is a city. It was fun to go into for the day. We did not make it to the Grand Ole Opry. We didn't have tickets. We did, however, hit Broadway that night. Broadway is this main street in Nashville, and there's bars just one after the other, owned by different country music artists. There's no cover charge, and there's no drink minimum. So you go, and you walk into a bar, you decide you like the band, you sit for a while, maybe you have a beer, maybe you don't. Then you go find another bar with a band playing that you like. You go in there and you listen to some music. We had a blast. We stayed out until it was midnight, except that it was 1 a.m. because Nashville's in Central Time. Who knew? I didn't know. And then we went back to the hotel, spent a night, and then went horseback riding the next day out in the hills of Middle Tennessee, which was so much fun. It was absolutely gorgeous, wonderful day. Not many bugs in the woods, which shocked me, but it was just awesome. We had so much fun. Spent a night in another Airbnb sort of in the hills there in Middle Tennessee, then started to drive home. Tennessee was amazing, and then we started driving north to go home. We were super bummed out to go home. We only had a week of time, with Heather's job and my job. I was starting a new job at the same school that I've been working at, so we needed to get back. Stayed at the hotel, woke up in the morning. Heather was feeling off. She said she'd been up in the middle of the night, achy, not feeling good. I said, no problem, I'll drive. I drove the first couple hours. I was getting really tired, which just felt weird. Then we started to feel sicker. And then I was like, I think we have COVID. We made it home after it was a 10-hour drive from Virginia back home. And we were wrecked. It was all I could do to get out of the truck, get into the house, and crawl into bed. Started to get better. Heather and I were out sick that whole week. We had about 3 days, the drive, and then 2 more days where we felt pretty ill. And then after that, it just felt like we had mono, and we were just exhausted. We just slept all day. From that time, there's one photo of me asleep on the couch with one of the cats on my stomach. It was totally worth it, though. Nashville was so much fun. Tennessee was so much fun. I would do it again in a heartbeat, even though I was really sick for a few days. Back home, groceries away. Let's solve this rat problem. about things that have changed here at 4 Acres. Pretty much since the beginning of me recording videos, I've said, I have to clean the garage out. I have to clean the garage out. I have to clean the garage out. Well, while I wasn't making videos, I cleaned the garage out. Look at all that space. I know, there's still a lot of stuff in here. Found a free door on the side of the road. Heather found it, she texted me. I texted a friend and said, hey, there's a free door next door to you. Can you grab it for me? He picked it up and now I've got it here. It'll go on the front door at some point. Punching bag from a friend. More to do for sure, but way better. And I rewired everything in the garage. I actually made one mistake that I'm gonna have to fix at some point. I don't even wanna show you right now because I'm kind of embarrassed by it. But, and I installed a door. This door also free on Facebook Marketplace. There was no door here before, so to get into the garage, I had to open the garage doors. Wired new light switches right there. Light switches for the inside lights, and we have one outside. Put new outlets over on the workbench, which is still kind of messy. I got ACs stacked, I gotta move. But it is way better in here. Oh, and another project. Heather's brother-in-law gifted us a kind of broken four-wheeler. I've never owned a four-wheeler before. I managed to take it apart and get it running enough so that it runs. It definitely needs new rings on the pistons. It may need a whole new piston and head. I gotta take it apart, but I have other things to do right now, so that's gonna be a winter project. Oh, and picked up at a yard sale a vise, which I've got to install on the workbench. There you have it. You are now caught up. There go the dogs. You're now caught up with what's been going on here at 4 Acres. It is evening now. It's hard to tell that from the camera. Oh, there's the moon. It's dusk now, just the beginnings of dusk. You're caught up. You know what we've been up to. You know what we've been doing while we haven't been posting videos. I want to thank all of you for hanging out with us here in Southern Vermont at 4 Acres, spending time with us. I want to thank you for writing comments saying, where are you guys? While we were offline, when I was able to finally hop back online and I saw those comments, I really appreciated that you all were looking for us and cared about us. It meant the world to me and really is the thing that made me say, okay, we got to do this. So thank you. Thank you for being a part of our lives here in Vermont. We appreciate y'all very, very much. Always do the best you can with what you got, and we'll see you around. Take care. Don't eat the spray foam. Don't eat the spray foam. Psst, psst, psst. Hey, hey.
It's not a worm.
The R value of my chickens is amazing.
Let's do it. Oh, good off. Get off. Bunker, that's not okay. Go get a drink.